Have you ever heard of something called water fasting? Well, it's a type of fast that restricts everything except, water. Most people need water fast for 72 hours at most, but what if you did this for the rest of your life? You'd be fine, right? Yeah, not so much. What happens to your stomach without food? What damage will it do to your organs? And how many days can it last? This is what if. Here's what happens if you drink only water for the rest of your life. Hey, water is pretty important, and when I say pretty important, I mean absolutely essential. Your own body is 60% water. That's a big chunk if you ask me. Now, drinking water can have some pretty big perks. It can lower the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. It sounds great, right? Well, could you even try this? Water on a diet? You could. Well, hey, I love your energy, but I got some bad news. You've got 70 days, tops. Day 1, you start your water-only diet and you'd be feeling okay. Good even. But by day 2, you'd start to feel hungry and angry. Or as the scientific community calls it, hangry. That's because your body will be running out of its glucose supply. Glucose is your body's primary energy source, and you stock up on it every time you consume carbohydrates. But now that you've swollen off food, your body will be frantically searching for its next glucose fix. After day 5, you could lose 2 kilograms every day. This is due to the 1-2 punch of dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. So what happens next? Well, by day 10, your body will have adjusted to the lack of food and would be in a state of ketosis. This is where your body starts breaking down fat for energy instead of glucose. You might even feel a little better, but don't be fooled. You're hurting in it. Now, the more fat reserves you have, the longer you'd survive. But once all your fat is gone, you'd have nothing to break down but muscle. And in case you forgot, your heart is an organ made of muscle. This can be incredibly dangerous. When your heart lacks fuel, your pulse and blood pressure will tank. That's because you can't pump blood normally anymore. Your proteins will all be broken down at this point and you'd barely be able to think. That's because you'd be starving. By day 15, your gastrointestinal system would be wrecked. This will cause stomach pain, vomiting, and my personal favorite, bacterial infections. Day 30 and things will be looking even worse. Your bodies will be in a state of malnutrition and you'd feel weaker than ever. You can look forward to various health problems like dizziness, headaches, and difficulty concentrating. As the days went on, you continued to deteriorate. By day 40, you'd experience more severe symptoms, such as extreme fatigue, rapid weight loss, and muscle wasting. And you also have to worry about serious health problems like kidney failure or sepsis. By day 50, You don't look so good. You'd be extremely weak and unable to do much on your own. You'd also be at high risk of death from organ failure or infection. Did you know that most people die not from starvation but from infectious diseases? Yeah, your immune system suffers while professionally starving because of the deficiency of vitamins and minerals. This leaves you open to all sorts of nasty germs. Now, if you made it to day 70, it's unlikely that you'd survive much longer on a water-only diet. You'd be severely malnourished and reeling from a greatest hits compilation of health problems. But hey, you did it! And we're sending the medics to you right now. Was it worth it? Well, no, not really. A water-only diet is not sustainable in the long term. A balanced diet is essential for maintaining good health. It's kind of fascinating though, right? It's time for us for a break. And if you blink, what else can we try? And here's what happens if you only drink Coca-Cola for a month. Well, that's a story about another what if.